Yo, Saturday edition, post game live. What's good, Knicks Nation? Today we're gonna get into past week's news, the rumors, the draft, and anything else you want to talk about, man. Let's get into it. Post game live. What's good, Knicks Nation? It's your boy CP the NY Fanatic. Got my boy Jay Ellis on the other side. Saturday edition. What's really good, man? So let's get into it. First and foremost, if this is your first time here, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the post game lives. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, make sure you hit that follow so you keep up with us so that you know when the live streams are going. Jay Ellis, what's going on, man?
I'm good, man. Ready to talk Knicks. Just to let you know, I'm not seeing the Twitter stream up yet, but
Twitter stream ain't up. All right, we'll get the Twitter. Yeah. We'll get the Twitter stream up. I don't know what's going on with that. Little technical difficulties, man. Sometimes these things happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll get the Twitter. I'll get the Twitter shit cracking while we get started. All right, so let's get going with some of this past week's news. Real quick, shout out to everybody that just jumped into the YouTube chat. NHF Skills, Tyon Reed, Nick Fan, what's good? He says turn my mic up. Let me see. Testing. Let me know if that's good for y'all. Jay Ellis, just give me an audio check real quick.
What's going on, Knicks fans? Thanks for tuning in. Ready to talk Knicks. Can you hear me? You hear me out there in the chat world?
All right, cool. All right, let's get into it, man. So the first order of business is this Beasley news. Basically, earlier this week, Berman of the Post was talking Beasley, basically saying that there's some chatter around the league that a couple teams could be interested in Beasley. He spoke about the Hawks, the Suns. You know, obviously those teams that have a lot of cap space, those rebuilding teams could be interested in Beasley. The Knicks have $8 million in the mid-level exemption left. They could be interested in offering him either all of it or part of it. So the question is obvious, man. What do you think, dude? Should we bring back Beasley or not, man? What's your take on the whole situation?
Personally, I think it's no secret that everybody knows that I like Beasley. I like what he brings to the team. I like that he's doing it for cheap. I felt like he's grown. He's had a pretty solid year with the Knicks, scoring wise. I do feel like his season was a little bit up and down, but because Beasley has like a little thing with the concentration. He does really well in short bursts, but holding that same energy throughout the entire game sometimes is not his forte. But you have to kind of give Jeff a little bit of the blame on that, because you know what, in the beginning of the season, I said time and time again, Beasley had to earn his minutes. Yeah. When KP went down, Beasley took over and he was a focal point, and I felt like at that time when Beasley was flourishing, he wasn't just scoring, he was doing a little bit of help defense and he's doing a little rebounding, and I felt like Jeff was him in general. But Jeff lost steam, and when Jeff took the foot off the gas in the accountability arena, so did Beasley. And you know what? I feel like Fizdale being here will kind of reel that in for the entire season. So I would like to see Beasley under Fizdale.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, listen, he had a great year. I think from what Berman said, his per 36 minutes was really good. 21 points, 9 rebounds per 36 minute averages. That's really good. You know, there's no question Beasley stepped up when KP went out. He had that great game against Boston. He out-mellowed Melo in the Melo return game to the Garden.
Yeah, that OKC game was huge.
Yeah. So, you know, Beasley did well. He had a good year. I can't say that. He definitely played hungry at times, but his motor is always questionable, man. It's been like that way since he got in the league. It's like, you know, coming off that Boston game, coming off that Thunder game, you always wonder what's he going to bring the next night? Is he going to bring that consistency the next night? And we just didn't really see it with Beasley, man. You know, the defensive IQ, the lapses, the mental lapses. Maybe Fizdale could get the best out of him, but I don't know, man. I don't really trust Beasley. I would give him part of the mid-level exemption for a 1-year deal, and that's it, man. I don't know if I would go much further.
I mean, we also have to kind of look at the Kyle Quinn situation as well. That's like a dual situation. How much money is Kyle going to command to resign with us?
Yeah, well, Canner opting in is going to be a big one too. If Canner opts in, I don't see them really going above and beyond for either KO or Beasley. You
I
know what
feel
I'm
you.
saying? Because we're not gonna get to the or be touching the cap or go over the cap, pay luxury tax for a team that's probably gonna be a lottery team again. So I don't see it. I think Canner has to be the first domino to fall before we can figure out the rest.
No, no, for sure. And I think Cantor's staying, man. Like I kind of got the notion that he was thinking about opting out, but I'm not sure if he feels that way anymore, man. I think he's gonna opt in from the way I'm looking at it. Yeah, I don't see him opting out now. I think he's probably cooled off on that.
Yeah, I think Canner gotta opt in. I think he gotta opt in. I don't really think there's much of a market for him. Like I said,
I,
with Canner, you really gonna pay him over $20 million for a player that can't even finish on the court?
Now that's the problem too. I feel like as of now, teams are being a little bit more frugal with their money. If like a couple of years ago, people was giving Noah, $72 million contracts and stuff. That's because everybody thought, you know what, the cap is going up. There's gonna be more money to throw around, and then now it's really short lived. The tables have turned. People aren't gonna be throwing money like that anymore. People are holding draft picks and everything. So you know what? Um, he probably feels that climate. I would think the agent feels that climate, and he probably is gonna opt in my opinion. And yeah, that it is what it is on that.
Yeah, let's go to these Beasley numbers, man. I got the Pro Basketball Reference up right now. Let's
Bees,
let's go to his numbers. The walking bucket. So
MVBs.
he finished with 13 and 5 on the year, 50% field goal percentage, which is
Right, right.
which is good, man. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Lit-
Beasley, you can't bark on his offensive production. I thought
Nope.
for what we got him for what he gave us, thought his offensive production was pretty good. 3-pointers, you expected him to be a little bit better. I mean, 40%, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
That's damn good though. 40% considering he's not like a 3-point
Well,
shooter
yeah,
at all.
that's true.
40%, I mean, league average a year ago was 35, 36%.
Yeah,
40%, pretty damn good.
that's true. That's
Mhm.
true. I mean, but what do you see in terms of our growth of some other players? You know what I mean? What if we go out and we get, obviously, if we do draft a wing in the draft, what do we get in the second round? Do we sign some undrafted free agents? I just feel like is Beasley? I think the question is Beasley really a building block for this team, or is he just, you know, like Scott Perry said, and we'll talk about it. Scott Perry said, they're gonna go after veterans on short term deals. Is he one of those guys that fall into that caliber?
I mean, right now he's like a veteran. That's kind of like a stop. What do you call it? A stopgap.
Stop gap.
He, he's a stopgap right now. He has. He's not gonna. I don't know if we really see him as like a big build for the future thing. He's at an age too. He's like 28, where he's
Right.
not really old, but he's not really like for the future. So he's in that no man's land, a little bit more
That's
like
what I'm saying.
O'Quinn, but you're not sure if he can give you that much more production. I mean, I guess under Fizdale, his defense. If his defense comes around, then maybe it'll be worth it long term. Who knows? But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we're gonna be interested in giving him money long term. But all that is up to Beasley, really.
True. 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 Yeah. I mean, let's go to the chat. Couple people saying, 6 man off the bench. Louis aces. Beasley brings the attack when he wants to. I think when he wants to, he brings the attack. But yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, Beasley could definitely be good in spots. But does he always show up? I don't
It's
know.
Yeah, it's the turnover. It's the turnovers at the end of games. So in long games, the turnovers
Yeah,
is a big problem. The defensive lapses is a big problem. But again, I really want to see what Fizdale is going to do with Beasley, man,
true.
because Fizdale is going to he's going to get that conditioning up first of all because he comes from that Pat Riley school. Players got to get in shape.
Yeah,
He's going to hold players accountable. He's going to have
accountability,
Beasley
man.
on a shorter
No
leash.
more laziness.
So if I think Fizdale might be the one who be able to maximize Beasley's talent,
True.
and you know what? They also work together in Miami.
Yeah, that's true. Harlem G in the chat says when Bees finally got some playing time, he balled out. Tyon Reed says I like Bees, but let the boys play. I like Bees on a 1-year deal. If he stays only on a 1-year deal, yeah, I think I was talking to Tyon about that earlier this week on the Beasley topic. But yeah, it'll be interesting. New Jizzle says Beasley till KP gets right. You know,
Mm.
and that's the thing. It's like, what up, Cody? Cody in here. That's the thing, man. It's like, do we go strictly for growth and development, or do we really try to get wins?
That's
You know what I'm saying? Do we
that's
really
the
try
thing.
to? Are we going for wins?
I mean, I think we're trying to stay competitive.
I don't want to say the
for
T word.
morale.
You know what I mean? The T word kind of
Yeah,
triggers some people,
yeah.
but I'm with the T word. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the T word. Let's just keep it 100. Like, we need some good picks, man.
No, for sure. And to answer your question, payback Carter on my chat. I don't think we're gonna be paying him 11 million.
Who, Beasley?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I don't see it. I mean, this year he made 2 million this year.
Yeah, 2 million. He might get 7.
You know what I'm saying? 7,
He might
8. I mean that, but
7, 8 range.
that's
Yeah.
the that is the mid level. We got 8 million in the mid level, so it's like you're
Word.
gonna give it to him, or are there some other veterans that could have a more beneficial role to the younger players that we bring in here to kind of help mold them? You know, in a Courtney Lee and a Lance Thomas role, maybe a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe use that mid level on some other guys and get some smarts on this team.
I don't know, but it's like, damn, like where are we getting the scoring from? We're
Yeah.
like where like
Don't worry
let's
about
not
the
act
scoring,
like
man.
that's not
Tank it
let's not
up.
act like we got Trey who can put the ball in the hole, and then who else do we have? Really?
Yo, don't worry about the score, man. Tank that
You
thing
trying
up,
to
man.
tank? You trying to
I'm trying to run that tank down 7th Avenue. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying we got Trey who's like a consistent scorer. We got Beasley,
Facts.
and then we have Cancer who we can throw the ball down low to, and is actually pretty efficient down there as well. Those are like
Yeah.
our 3 guys. But Beasley gone, we get like another role player. That's where's the scoring come from? It's gonna be a
Hey,
hard
man.
season to watch.
Ron Baker. Give it a Baker,
Ron
man.
Baker, that's your answer?
ISO Baker, baby. That's the tank
ISO,
formula. ISO
man,
Baker and
ISO
get
Baker
out the way.
man, I love Ron, man, but we got too many damn guards to have Ron even getting any type of
ISO Baker, baby. Let me give me Mudiay penetration. ISO fall down.
right.
They call it the fall down. That's the secret, the code word for Mudiay.
And let's be honest too, because I know this is part of the player news. Beasley has been getting interest from
Yeah,
allegedly he's been getting interest from Atlanta, which is I think Beasley has a place in Atlanta or is in the
facts.
South or something. So if they throw him a little bit of money, because he's very easily, and also is that he could be going to Phoenix as well. That Phoenix has some interest in him. So
Facts. Yo, speaking of Phoenix though, this beat writer, somebody media guy from Phoenix, John Gabadoro, like went at Berman for his post, for his article. He was like, yo, let's stop this madness by Mark Berman of the NY Post. The Suns have no interest in Michael Beasley. None. In all caps. Probably one of the most ridiculous things I've heard in a while. Makes no sense because it's dumb. Agent pushing the client. Like, yo, my man went off on my man Berman of the Post, man.
Wow, did Berman respond?
Nah, he's yo,
did he get pushed,
Berman ain't respond, man. Berman ain't respond, but it's like, damn, why you go at my man like that? He just maybe he does have a source. I don't know.
Berman got Pusha T? Is that what happened?
And maybe he got a plug. Yo, he went at my guy, man. Like,
all right.
Yo, these out of towners got to know only we can clown our beat writers, man. Don't come at our beat writers like that, man. We got to clap back, man. You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
clap back.
Facts.
Oh, man.
You know?
I mean, if they right though, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Right is right, man. I don't know. Sometimes it be a little clickbaitish over there.
Yeah, he does get a little clickbaitish. You know what I mean? But that's my guy, man. You
That's
can't
your
come
guy.
at him if
That's
you're
his
from out
guy.
of town. Only we can clown our little brothers, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, nah, that was funny. All right, let's get to this Courtney Lee situation now. So earlier this week, and it's so funny because this dude Piccolo be sending me like posts that I even post on Instagram. I'm like, yo, Piccolo, I posted this. I know. So
just,
anyway,
just in case you wasn't paying attention.
yeah. So anyway, I don't know who posted the original Courtney Lee thing, but Piccolo 692 from Instagram got on and was like, with the work that Dotson is putting in, it's safe to say that the Knicks would trade you on draft night. Courtney Lee liked the
Yeesh.
comment, and the
Yeesh.
interwebs went wild. Like, oh, Courtney Lee liking
Yeesh.
this, Courtney Lee. So, I mean, what's your take on Lee, man? He's a captain. I thought he was the best investment we had in the last 2 years. I thought from a
What?
value
Yo.
standpoint, best, yeah, for sure, 100%. Best free agent we had in the last 2 years was Courtney Lee. Just from a
Definitely.
value standpoint, not from a perform,
Definitely.
not from overall MVP of the team type of deal, but from a performance standpoint for what we paid him, I thought Courtney Lee was solid. What's your take on the future of Courtney Lee? What do you think?
I agree with you, man. Listen. Well, Courtney Lee and I have to actually add KO to that list as well. Two moves from Phil Jackson that I actually liked from the free agency standpoint.
Yeah,
But yeah, yo. First off, let me just start by saying Courtney Lee is one of my favorite players on the
yeah.
Knicks. Like one of my favorite players on the Knicks, hands down.
I wanted
Yo,
Gordon. Let's be real. I wanted Eric Gordon, but
I
you
had
know.
interest in him, but his injuries, man, Eric
Yeah,
Gordon's been injured for like
it
five
was a
years.
risky
Last year,
one. It was a risky one. I don't blame Phil for not
yeah,
giving him the extra money. I think it was like a $2 million difference on that.
yeah, like that scared me a little bit. I mean, it worked out for Gordon. He got to like the semifinals,
Yeah,
whatever. But I love Courtney Lee. He's been one of the most consistent Knicks on the squad, offensively, defensively. Had a career year last year. With all that being said, man, it's just too many guards, yo.
yeah,
It's too many guards. It's too many guards for one, and two, it's like Mudiay being here makes things weird because
it's a lot of guards.
that means you possibly sliding Frank at the two, and that means Tim Hardaway Jr. has to possibly be three
Yeah,
or two, and that means Courtney Lee has to possibly be 2 or 3, and that means Dotson doesn't even see the light of day.
right.
So this is a big old log jam going on at the two, and because where Courtney Lee is in his career, it makes the
It's
most
time.
sense to move him.
Yeah, it's time.
Not because he's the bad player. It's just that I feel like if we were closer, if we were like a piece away, or we knocking on the door of a championship or something like that, I would definitely keep Courtney Lee on my squad. I love him on my squad. But
Yeah,
the circumstances we are in right now, it just doesn't seem likely that we keep him.
yeah. I don't think so. I've been looking for them to deal him for the last 2 years at the trade deadline, especially when the so-called super team we were supposed to build with D Rose and Noah and Melo had flopped last year,
Yeah.
2 years ago, and then last year I thought at the deadline he might have gotten moved to maybe a contender. But as the time goes by, his stock is going to continue to drop. So I'm not even sure what his value is on the trade market. Is it a second round pick? Is it a another player, two players, lower level bench guys that we could get for him? I'm not really even too sure what we could fetch for Courtney Lee, to be honest with you.
Me
But
neither.
I think we need to open up that room for Dotson. I want to see what Dotson can bring
Have to.
at more full-time schedule, full-time rotation. And yeah, I just think it's time to give the younger guys a look. Courtney Lee deserves to play for a championship. Go back to Boston, maybe go back to Houston. Cavaliers, the Golden State. Maybe the Spurs. I think Courtney Lee should be thinking that way.
I think so too, man. And you know what too? I know he loves New York and he loves the fans that likes to be here. And he just seems like a cool ass dude, man. Like I don't know if
Yeah,
you've seen like his little videos, and he just seems like
yeah, he's chill.
like like I could hang out with this dude and have
Facts.
like fun.
Facts. Let's see what the people think in the chat. What do y'all think about Courtney Lee, man? Should we trade him? Should we keep him? Leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on Courtney Lee. My man Kyrie 420 says Lee is trash. Cody,
What?
Cody Emmanuel was good. Cody says Courtney
Yo,
wants to
whose
be
man was that,
traded.
man? Lee is trash. What the?
Yeah, Kyrie said he's trash. Danny Girl says put Lee out of his misery and trade him. Cody says Courtney for a second round pick. Yeah, I think it's I think
That's what gets me mad. Yo. That's what gets me mad.
what's
The
that?
Courtney Lee for a second round pick because the way the market is right now, they're only giving you second round picks
Yeah.
for
I
people like
mean,
Courtney.
what can we really get for him though?
I feel like he's at least a low first, at least. Like,
I don't know, man.
second round? Damn,
I'm not
man.
sure.
Two-way player who's like tops in the league in 3-point shooting percentage, tops in the league in field
Free
goal
throws.
percentage.
91% free throws, man. He gets it done. 12 points this year, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 45% field goal shooting. What did he make this year? I think he made did he make 13?
Somewhere between 11 and 13, somewhere in that range off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
that's the thing. It's like, what type of salaries you bringing back on that?
I don't know.
Salaries. He made 12.2 this year. Expected to make 12.7 next year. So, yeah.
How much next year? How much he's making next year?
12.7. 12,700,000.
Reasonable contract too. It's not
Yeah.
reasonable contract. So, I mean,
No, I'm sorry. This year he's 12,250,000. It's the next year, the final year of his deal. He's expected to make 12.7.
yeah, not bad. It's like respectable contract
Yeah.
given the climate and the production. It's like pretty much getting the value of what he produces. But I mean, yeah, if we can trade him and get something, I see you guys mentioning Faried and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that Faried stuff in a second too, man. Definitely gonna get to that Faried stuff. But yeah, that's the Courtney Lee scuttlebutt.
Scuttlebutt.
The scuttlebutt. All right, what else, man? Frank did a phone interview with Mark Berman last night. He said that he's getting busy, man. He said he's getting right. He's in the gym. He went back to France, bulked up a little bit.
Yeah.
And he got the blonde streaks going. He's definitely getting with the culture. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get that Odell Beckham swag going. And he said he added some weight. He added some muscle. So
Word.
let's see. He's back in the gym at Black Ops Gym with Chris Brickley. And let's see. Frank is getting ready for the sophomore campaign, man. He looks motivated. He looks strong. What do you think about Frank this year? What's your expectations?
I'm hyped. That's all I gotta say, yo. I'm hyped. I see the vids. I know what it is about Frank. It's the work ethic, man. I know his story. I know about how his family came like Rwanda survivors came from Rwanda to France, built a whole new life. Mom has a crazy work ethic. Brother has a crazy work ethic as well, and he kind of picked up what he's seen from his family and developed that work ethic from the jump. So I already knew that the work ethic was going to be there, and normally when you had that work ethic there already mixed with his body, I felt like it was a matter of time before he put I really confident on Frank since last year, knowing that whole story. So it's not surprised that he's going this hard this early.
Yeah.
And I like what I'm seeing right here, man. I like what I'm seeing. I like the blonde tips.
The blonde tips. That boy got the frosted tips. He went home, swagged out. Got that American juice in him. He's with it. He's with that Migos vibes right now.
He's giving them more confidence.
Yeah.
He's good.
They said he grew. They said he grew an inch. So maybe he might be. They said in the media guide he's gonna be at 6'7". So listen, man. I'm happy that we have some perimeter defense. The thing is that where he is offensively, and this is one of the questions I have for the offseason is like, we tout Frank. We excited to see his development, excited to see his growth, but where is he going to be in this lineup? Where is he going to be in this lineup? Is he going to start at the 2? What are you doing with Tim Hardaway Jr.? Is he going to start at the 1? Can he run the offense better than what we have right now in Trey Burke.
Yo,
Are we gonna run a 3 guard lineup? We gonna move Timmy to the 3? How's that gonna work defensively? If we draft a wing, how's that gonna work?
Frank, man,
What is
listen.
Frank's fit? Where is Frank gonna fit in this lineup? That's Fizdale's homework. That's his homework. Where does he fit?
It remains to be seen. He's 19. We still figuring that out. But I'll tell you this. Though. If Frank develops into a full-time one, that solves so many roster problems off the jump.
Big time.
That solves everything. If Frank develops at the one, if Frank can beat people off the dribble at the one spot without a pick, that changes everything.
Yeah.
That changes everything because he already can pass. We already seen that. And you already see that he's aggressive at the 2. But if he can start to break people off the dribble without a pick from that one position, then we can really have him at the 1. Timmy can go to his natural position. Then we can draft a wing and a defensive wing or whoever we have. And then when KP comes back, we'll be able to shut down the pick and roll from the head of the snake.
So you're saying he has to beat Trey. He has to beat Trey, right? Because I think in a perfect scenario, Trey Burke is a prototypical 6-man off the bench. I don't see him as a starter. He could surprise. He made his way back into the league after some stints with Utah and with Washington, and he ended up in the G League. I'm happy to see his ascension back from the G League into the league, but I don't think he is really the point guard of our future. So I mean, we talking Frank has to overtake Trey at the 1.
That has to happen, man. And listen, I love Trey too. Trey was picked 9th. He showed a lot of promise in the late last year and the last he averaged 18 and 9 assists.
Yeah, he came up. He came up when they put him in the starting lineup. His numbers were really good.
Skyrocket. Starting lineup, consistent minutes. He skyrocketed. I love with Trey. The only thing that's keeping Trey from being like starter is the defense. That's the only thing. The offense is there.
Yeah.
If you line up Trey with Frank, with Mudiay, and you look at all their offensive production, Trey is at the top of the list out of all those guys. So, I mean, if somehow he can hold his own defensively for like a full game consistently, then maybe he can start to change people's minds. Yeah. But as of now, it's like spotty. And to be honest, it's like, I know when you're shorter, it takes a lot more energy to defend.
Yeah, he tried though. I was watching him keenly last year. He definitely, the effort was there.
Yeah.
He's always fighting over screens and seemed to be in the right spots. Well, let's see. Let's see if Fizdale could get him to ratchet it up a notch.
Yeah, man. Like I love Trey though, man. I hope
yeah.
Mudiay is my shaky guy, but that's another story. We already know about that.
Mr. Fall Down.
Yeah.
Can he keep his balance? I don't know, but what are y'all thinking of chats, man? What is your expectation of Frank in terms of where he is in the rotation, where he is in the lineups? What do you think about Trey Burke? Can he beat out Trey Burke at the 1 if you see him as a point guard? Let's go into the chats and see what people are saying. Let's see. Jersey Shore said Young is too small as well. Robert Parrish says Young makes $1 million. Yeah, his the deal that they have on Trey is a steal. He's a very valuable contract right now. If he proves his worth, they could go over the cap to sign him next year, as they'll have his bird rights. So contractually, they're in a good spot. They're in a good spot.
I mean, they might not have to, because after next year, Cantor goes off the books.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit more money, a little bit more wiggle room after Cantor's off the books to see where that goes.
Right.
So you might not even have to go over the cap to do that.
Yep. Nick D in the chat. Salute Nick D. Nick D says Trey should be the 6th man. Ed Santana, what's good, Ed? He says Trey's not starting. He's not a starting point guard in this league. I don't really think so either. Nick Fan says Trey will be our starter. So it's mixed opinions. I think, some people see him as a bench guy. Some people were impressed at what he did last year. So let's see.
Yeah, he earned the spot, man. He took it. He took, like, in all reality, Jeff Hornacek should have started him a while ago, but he was ignoring his big performances and kind of just still kind of regulating him to the bench.
True.
It was weird.
Very weird. Very weird, man. Yo, salute to everybody in the chat. Welcome to Saturday Post Game Live. Just to
What up?
reiterate, it's your boy CP, the NY Fanatic, Knicks Fan TV. My man Jay Ellis on the other side from the Nick of Time show. This is our Knicks Fan live stream collaboration. We're going to be doing these after every game during the season and after every major event. We also do these Saturday live streams to catch up on the weekly news if you missed out on anything. So it's a good time. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. If y'all want to call up and get your point across on some of the topics that we covered, the numbers at the bottom, you could call us up, get your point out there. If you're not subscribed to the channels, make sure you hit the subscribe button on the bottom.
Yeah.
Hit the notification bell as well. So if you hit the notification bell, you'll know every time that we come on. You'll get that notification on in your email and on your phone as well. So definitely shout out to everybody in the chats. Appreciate the support.
Word. And shout out to my chat as well. We finally got the chat under my screen.
Yeah, we got Jay Ellis chat up and running, man. So we doing it, man. We definitely doing it. So yeah, man, this is it. Hit those likes too, man, and share it with a fellow Knicks fan. You know, the success of this live stream is dependent upon your participation, you sharing it with your fellow Knicks fan. We want to hear from everybody. You know what I mean? We want to hear everybody's opinion. So definitely hit that thumbs up and hit the comments and share the videos as well.
We're here for the people.
We're here for the peoples. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jay Ellis, I'm losing your connection. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, I noticed I'm a little.
Yeah, you're in the matrix right now. You laggy. Let's see. Give me a second. See if we can get you back up and running. Go ahead and talk.
Testing 1, 2, Knicks talk, live stream, Knicks Fan TV.
All right, we lost
Nick of Time show.
Lost you for a second. It should be good now. Let me hang up. I'm gonna call you right back.
All right, cool.
All right. Little technical difficulties, man. This what happens sometimes, man. Technology crap out on you. You know what I mean? We're gonna get Jay Ellis right back and running. Yo.
You can you hear me?
Yeah. I got you now. Should be a little bit better.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. So what else in the news? KP was throwing some shots up. KP was out there in Madrid, getting it going.
Oh yeah.
So you know that was a good thing. Looked like he was getting some set shots up in there. We got a call coming in. Yo.
No knees.
Yo, what's good, man? Who this? Jersey Shore, what's good, my dude? How you doing, man?
Can y'all hear him in the chat room? I can't hear him.
You heard him, Jay?
Nah, I can't hear him. I can't hear anything.
Hold on a second. 1 second. Yeah, I'm with you, Jersey Shore. I'm trying to get Jay Ellis can't hear you for a second. Jay, could you hear him?
Nah, I can't hear him at all.
All right, hold on 1 second. Little technical difficulties. Give me a second.
Yeah. I can hear you.
You can hear me, right, Jay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I couldn't hear him.
You can hear Jay Ellis as well, right? All right, yeah. Go ahead and say what you were saying again, Jersey Shore. Yeah. So you think he need to you think he should stay? Right. One on one against LeBron. You want to see what Beasley can do one on one against LeBron?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but Beasley can't check LeBron, man. He definitely can't. Nah, he can't check LeBron on defense.
Most definitely not.
Nah, he can't check him. He definitely can't check him. But what you think about Courtney Lee, man? You want to bring back Courtney Lee, or should we find a way to trade him? Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. Well, yo, Jersey Shore, man. I think we having some trouble with the line. Let me drop you off so I can fix that up. Appreciate the call though, man. All right. Okay, appreciate it. All right. All right, yeah, my bad. It was it's a little audio technical difficulties with the phone line. I'll get that fixed. Jay Ellis, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Everybody in the chat, can you hear me and Jay Ellis? Good. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Jay Ellis, give me some audio.
Yo, check one, check two, testing 1 2 3. Nick of time show, give you that Knicks talk just
Okay.
in the nick of time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you should be good. Should be all right. All right,
All right.
let's get back into it, man. So we got into the KP situation. KP working out. We sent our training and performance guy out to Spain, out to Madrid to work out with KP. So KP getting some shots up. Scott Perry was on a podcast and basically said he wasn't sure on the timetable for KP. So what you think about that in terms of KP coming back from this injury? You think he should come back this season, or you think he should sit out the year?
Whatever his body allows, man, is my answer. If you feeling all right,
Yeah,
then let's go for it. But I'm not. He needs to feel all right 100%. You can't be like, oh, maybe I can go in. Like, nah, you need to be 100%, bro, because it's too much of an investment for our future to risk coming back any types of early, trying to be Superman, especially when we're really not going to go anywhere this year with you coming back in December or January. So, you know what? Take your time.
yeah,
Probably get a high pick next season, too. And then we'll really have some pieces to build around you and Frank and whoever we pick this year, either be Miles, McCall, or whatever.
facts. I would say, man, like I say, man, sit out the year if you need to sit out the year. Like, take your time. You know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, I don't want to mention the T word because it triggers certain people, but take your time, man, and let's just build with some of these young guys. Get stronger, get your legs right, and and come back right in the next season.
Word, man. But I'm just glad the Knicks training staff got it out there because it takes away the narrative that the KP is trying to be non-committal and not trying to be in contact with the team because ever since the Fizdale hire happened, we're asking is like how come he hasn't co-signed Fizdale yet? And then that came out that he likes Fizdale, and then now we have our trainers going out to see him. So I'm glad that narrative that KP and Knicks are on the same page is pretty much gone now.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
all within 2 weeks.
they were worried, man. They were worried. They were definitely worried. You know what I'm saying? Brian Nurse, thanks for the subscribe. Welcome to the squad. Um, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Rude 3603 says Jaleel Okafor is a free agent. He's only 22. So the Knicks try to sign him. Definitely not.
No.
I think Okafor is he's on his way out of the league, man. He's on his way out of the league, unfortunately.
To me, Cantor is a better version of Okafor.
Yeah, basically, and neither one of them fit in what's going on these days. I mean, you're just seeing these teams going small and small and small. I don't think you necessarily have to match that lineup, but you have to make sure that your big that's out there is capable of guarding on the perimeter, dominating on the boards, to make those smaller guys pay. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, most definitely. I mean, I still feel like there's like a place for like big guys who can post.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
As long as they can guard, because I still feel like, you know, if you can post and take advantage of that, get people in foul trouble, that's always a needed asset. Even if the NBA is going like the 3-point shot type of way, big men, I still feel like there's a place for big men who can post.
I feel you. I share that same sentiment. All right, let's go to the Perry podcast real quick. So Scott Perry was on a podcast this week. He was asked about the Knicks. He was on the Key podcast with B.J. Armstrong, former Bull. We don't like former Bulls, but
nah,
we don't like them guys. We don't like them.
No, but we made an exception.
So he jumps on the podcast with B.J. Armstrong, and B.J. asked him about the free agency focus for this year. Not surprising. He said we'll be looking for some shorter term, maybe veteran players who can help some of our younger guys this season, really preparing and gearing up for free agency. So not too surprising. You know, I think he mentioned again the cap. We got to get cap responsible and manage that thing so that when 2019 comes around, 2020, we'll have a chance. Maybe we'll have a chance at some free agents. What you think about the Perry comments?
Yeah, man. I mean, like he said, as expected, I like that he was a little bit more specific because before he kind of alluded to not making the building slowly for one, not making moves that are going to jeopardize our long-term future, quick fixes. Like he mentioned that before, but I felt like this comment made it a lot more clear that we are looking at 2019 free agency definitely, and we're not going to compromise our cap flexibility for that year. So I'm like that it was a little bit more clear messaging from Perry.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, and I think that means again between the Canner situation, KO, and Beasley, if Canner opts in, you could be looking at KO and Beasley gone. Or if Canner opts in, maybe they try to sign KO. I'm not sure. It depends on what the value they see in him. I think he's a capable backup big. But it really depends. I don't know what they think of these guys, but I do know that they're going to be trying to get cap responsible and try to shed some contracts if they can.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, they said in the press conference that they would really like to talk to KO. It seemed like he's going to be the priority over Beasley going forward when it comes to the contract negotiations. Whether they're going to give him multi-years or not remains to be seen. But we'll see what happens with KO, man. If he definitely deserves a multi-year.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, he earned it. KO definitely earned a raise for sure.
But it's just, what was he making? 4.5
yeah,
about
million? 4.5. KO was making about 4.5 this year. Let me pull up his let's pull up Kylo Quinn here.
Yeah, I mean 4.5 million. He lost weight a couple of years ago. All of a sudden, he became like a shot blocker out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Defense picked up. The passing that he had from Orlando translated to New York nicely. One within the triangle, and even after the triangle was gone, he still was able to make some passes from the high post.
Yeah, I thought he did well off the bench as a backup. You can't ball with his production. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 dimes, 58% field goal percentage. What was his blocks? He had a couple blocks. I thought KO was pretty solid this year. 1.3 blocks a game.
1.3 blocks, probably per 36, probably 3 blocks per 36.
Let's
I'm
see.
guessing
Per
somewhere across,
36.
probably
He
off the top.
was 2.5, 3.
Yeah,
There you go. 14 points, 12 rebounds, 9 rebounds, sorry. Per 36, 58% field goal shooting. So I thought he definitely earned it. He made 4 million last year and he's scheduled to make 4.25 this year.
mm-hmm.
So
So you would think KO's on some people's radar.
yeah,
You would think.
yeah. And like I said, I like KO as a backup, not as a starter. I don't need him to be a starter. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's when you get into trouble with him because he sometimes he gets he gets overmatched by some of the bigs in the league. But as a backup, I like him. 20 minutes a night.
I feel
I
you.
think he's good.
Now I understand.
Let's check this phone again, man. See if we got it twerking. Yo 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 yo. Who this? Reed, what's good? Yo, J. Ellis, can you hear him?
Nah, I can't really hear him.
Damn, son. Yeah, hold on 1 second, Mr. Reed. Hold up. Give me a second. Testing again. Mr. Reed, give me some levels real quick. Can you hear him, J. Ellis?
Nah, like it's very faint.
It's
It's
very
like an echo.
it's very faint. All right, hold on. All right, Mr. Reed, go ahead one more time. We're gonna try one more time. All right, J. Ellis, you can't hear him?
Nah, you can't really
All
hear
right,
him.
yo, I gotta scrap the phones for today, man, until I get this phone audio twerking, man. Mr. Reed, just give me a points real quick so I can relay it to Jay Ellis, and then we can talk about it. Yeah. Right. Okay. I got you. I appreciate yo. Yeah, because people can't hear you, so I don't want to keep it quiet on the line for too long, man. Appreciate you, bro. All right. Yeah, my bad. I'm gonna get the phones fixed up, but basically he was echoing Scott Perry's sentiments. Basically, he was saying that he was liking what Scott Perry was saying in terms of being frugal during free agency, building towards 2019, and he was echoing the draft sentiments and trying to get the best player available for that team. So I hope I was able to translate that correctly. My fault on the phone lines. I'm gonna keep it down till the next stream until I could get the volume working on the phones. Not sure what the issue is, but JLs, I'll kick it over to you on the Perry sentiments.
Um, yeah, man. It's kind of been said already. I like what Perry said,
Yeah,
and it is on that front. Perry is a guy I'm feeling very confident in, man. He's saying all the right things. He seems like he's making a lot of good moves. The Mudiay move, we still don't know if that's gonna pan out, but I'm liking our leadership, and I'm liking that everybody seems to be on the same page from the top to Perry and down to Fizdale, man. So,
true indeed, true indeed. All right, let's get over to these rumors. Some of the rumors of the week we've been hearing that Denver may use their 14th pick to offload Kenneth Faried. I've been seeing the nation has been kind of divided on this, man. The nation is kind of divided. We're not sure which direction we want to go in. Do we want to try to make a trade for that package, taking on Fareed's contract, which he's an expiring contract at the end of this year, I believe. Let's pull up his numbers. But
that's the
what do you think on the surface? Would you try to get Faried back if it meant getting the 14th pick?
I mean, jeez, it's like that. Like, what would we give up for him?
That's what I'm
For one,
saying. What would we give up? What would
I'm
we
not
give up?
sure. Like, off the top, he's an expiring, right?
Let's
Faried,
go salary. Yeah, he's
you
an
know what?
expiring. He's 13
He's
million expiring.
13.6. You know what? Let me just first of all, you know what? Let me do this. Me handle this in tears. I'm gonna talk about basketball in general first before I even talk about money and whatever how it works and blah blah blah. All right. As a basketball team last year, multiple years in general, Phil has prioritized people who can pass and kind of shoot the mid range over everything else. So when you look at our team right now, especially at the power forward center position, with the exclusion of KP, we are lacking athleticism. I remember the Knicks playing the
That's
Nuggets,
true.
and we would just, it wasn't even an X's and O's thing, bro. It was kind of like we were just getting out athleted. I know that's not a word.
Yeah, no,
But
I feel you though. I feel you.
and the same thing happened when the Knicks was playing the Lakers. The Knicks were playing the Grizzlies. It's kind of like, I don't know, you play pickup ball and everybody is just kind of short, but you playing these guys who are mad long, and it's like the monsters. You can't keep up no matter how good you are fundamentally.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a damn athlete on your squad. And Faried gives you the athleticism, he gives you the defense, and he gives you the rebounds, hands down. And we're missing that big time from the forward position. So I'll just say that off the jump.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. A lot of times we've been lacking a lot of athletes, especially on the front court. Faried would be intriguing. I know we always liked him from the time he was in the draft as a draft prospect. We always liked him. It was always the rumor of that Shumpert for Faried deal that we passed up. Supposedly we
Yeah,
passed up on that Shumpert for Faried deal, making $13 million this year, going into an expiring deal. I'm not sure why Denver would be so eager to get rid of him,
I
and,
don't
and
know
package in a
either.
first round pick, which they could easily use. I don't know. I'm not sure what the impetus is for them to try to trade him. So what you think? What do you guys think? Would you want to try to get Faried in a deal? If it meant getting the 14th pick, I mean, you could essentially package who
You
Courtney
got
Lee. Courtney Lee's about
nah.
12.
That's the thing, though. I feel like it wouldn't even be Courtney Lee because Courtney Lee is 12. He's 13. I feel like they want some cap relief. So I would think it would have to be like Lance Thomas. You know what I
Lance.
mean? But then I think because Lance is what, 7 or 8. I
Um,
think
uh,
he's low enough where they save money, but I'm not sure if, because you know how they have to have that salary for salary type
yeah,
of deal.
yeah, got to match. The salary's got to match.
So I'm not sure if it's in that range. But but then the other part of that too is, say we do trade for Faried, then we have a decision to make with the Beasleys and the KO. If that money is
Yeah.
gone, we taking on more cap. Can we then re-sign KO? That might not be a
Well,
possibility.
you can go. We should have KO's bird right, so we should be able to go over the cap. But I mean, like I said, I don't think they don't want to go over the cap for a team like this.
Yeah, like do you go
Definitely not.
going over the cap for a losing team? I mean,
Yeah.
you pretty much like, I'm paying the extra money to get this draft pick.
I mean, he didn't play at all this year. He didn't play at all this year. 14 minutes a game,
Crazy.
6 points, 4 rebounds. He really didn't get any burn this year like that. What happened to the manimal, man?
I don't know, man. I didn't watch that many Nuggets games. I really didn't watch that many Nuggets games.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I damn sure wasn't watching them, but like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Buckets got sense as the only reason they want to trade him is that he don't get along with the coach because of the playing time. It's not about the money. Okay,
Okay.
that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's see what people in the chat think. What do y'all think about Faried, man? Would you want to try to get Faried in a trade?
So essentially, what you're saying is, A, are y'all willing to take on more cap this season? B, are you willing to possibly lose KO?
Yeah, but I mean, the contract is nothing though. If he's a free agent if he's an expiring deal. If we package up
Yeah.
Lee and something else, let's say they take it out, they probably wouldn't take that shit. But
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to package Lee because Lee has 2 more years on his contract.
yeah,
And he's an expiring. So if they're trying to shed contract and they're going to give us a 14th pick, because that's another part of the deal too.
I would take that.
We would take that.
I would definitely take that. I don't know what they're looking for. I mean, they probably want a much better player, than what we could offer. But
if it's just a money dump, they're gonna let less money coming back. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Lee would work in this situation.
Yeah. Well, some people saying the pick is more important. I mean, that would be a scenario where you could, figuratively get maybe a McCall and a Lonnie Walker if you really like him. I hear his stock is on the rise. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting. I'm not sure. We think Lonnie gonna be there at 14. The way the people is talking, he might be going like 12, 13.
So yeah, maybe 12, 13. Robert Paris says, would you work Dotson and Lee for Faried and that 14?
Nah, man. I like Dotson.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what Dotson could do.
He had a 30-10 game with no burn the whole season. I'm not trying to trade him right that.
Yeah.
I'm good. And he's a shooting guard that can give you 10 rebounds. So I mean, I don't know what he's gonna give you there long term. So I want to see what he has. Although that 14 could possibly give us Lonnie or Zaire Smith, but I want to keep Dotson and see what he does.
Zaire Smith. That would be interesting. Bucket got sent said I think they would like Lee because he produces and he wants the team to succeed. He knows his role. Yeah, he could be a good veteran for Mr. Roberts. LV says they're not taking Lee. He has 2 more years on his contract. That's true too.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. He has 2 more years in his contract.
That's true too.
He's Faried is expiring, so why would they add more years and more money? They're trying to shed it. That's the whole point of. That's the whole point of attaching the pick to it.
Right. Didn't they give Wilson Chandler a bag too?
Wilson Chandler.
Wilson Chandler might be a free agent too.
Wilson Chandler might be right. I think he might be a free agent.
Wilson was a decent Knick. He never really panned out to be much, but
Nah, I feel like he's like a low level Rudy Gay.
Facts. bootleg Rudy Gay, who's already bootleg. Wilson, how much Wilson made this year? Wilson made
he was just another guy who got hit by the injury bug way too many times.
Yeah, injuries derailed him. Wilson making 12.
But I feel like he always hovered around 50-ish% shooting around, or 47%-ish.
Yeah, now Wilson's washed, man. Wilson's washed. What else in the rumor mill? Okay, so Bleacher Report, right? Bleacher Report came out with their free agency priorities, I guess, for the Knicks. Number 1 they slated was Plan A. They said Jeremy Grant. They said they should look at a guy like a Jeremy Grant. He's 24 years old, defends multiple positions, excels in the open court every now and then. Some bounce ability. What do you think about Jerry's older brother, Jeremy Grant?
For one, it's crazy. You can tell they're brothers instantly. Yeah, it's like insane.
They look like Harvey Grant.
Yo, like serious, man. 2, I wouldn't mind it, man. Like another 3 who can kind of defend multiple positions.
He could be a 4.
Yeah, man. Truth be told, he kind of held it down. He seemed to work better with the Nuggets when Muller was sitting.
Yeah.
So,
facts.
I like him. I like his potential. So I wouldn't mind having him as like a defensive guy there.
Yeah,
I mean, we
also
have
have people touting him, Jeremy Grant for the Knicks.
We also have Troy Williams,
Troy.
Everybody forgets about too.
Yeah, I mean, I like Troy off the bench, a little a little intensity, turn it up a little bit. I don't think you're gonna get more than that out of him. Jeremy Grant's numbers this year: 8 points, 3 rebounds, 53% from the field. Let's see what else. 20 minutes a night. Power forward. Not bad. Not bad. His per 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 block shots, damn near per 36.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
He's
cheap. $1 million. He made $1 million last year. 1.5.
Sheesh.
That could be your mid-level exemption right there. You
Definitely
know what I mean?
That might be something to consider for real.
That could be a mid-level exemption right there with a little Jeremy Grant action. I don't know. What y'all think in the chat, man? What y'all think about Jeremy Grant as a potential free agent signing on the cheap? What's it gonna cost? It might cost you the full, maybe 5 mil. Maybe you try to stretch it between him and somebody else.
Possibly.
I don't know, man. All right, so let's go into Plan B. Plan B, they say Beasley. Let Beasley keep being Beasley in the Big Apple. That's what he wants. Knicks can make the 2018-19 Knicks entertaining without making them good enough to spoil the 2019 draft lottery position. Obviously, they mentioned his per 36, which is really good. And they say Plan B should be to keep Beasley. Well, we already got into that. Plan C, here's where the clickbait comes in. Jared Jack.
Clickbait?
What the hell would we want to do with a damn Jared Jack right now? Like, come on, man.
I'm not disrespecting my fellow Scorpio man, Jared Jack. He did his thing last season. It's just that we got 47 guards on this team. That's really what it is.
We don't need Jared Jack, man. He gave us what he gave us. Thank you for your service. Go to Golden State or something, man, and go try to win a ring or something, man.
Get a ring, man. He got a triple-double, had a good day on the Knicks, got a triple-double, woke up, got a triple-double.
That's facts.
Knicks fans was crapping on him, so I kind of feel sensitive about him a little bit.
Yeah, Jared Jack.
I feel like they appreciated him later.
Yeah, I guess we did. I guess we did. But listen, the only veteran we should probably keep, or which we'll probably end up keeping, is Lance. Maybe KO. We don't need Jack. You know.
Yeah, we don't need Jack though. We don't need Jack though.
That's it.
I'm just sensitive. I'm just sensitive about Jack. We don't need him.
Yo, listen. Listen. When he came last year, man, I thought that shit was a joke. I was like, did we really just pick up Jared Jack off the Heat? But listen, he was the pace car for this team that got out to the hot start at home, that hot home stretch. Jared Jack definitely got us to where he could. He did what he could. Obviously,
he got Ramon Sessions out of here, yo.
Yeah, right. Obviously, he flamed out, and
and he had cancer playing defense. You saw the video of him pointing to the spot to go to.
Yeah. He's definitely a good vet. Don't get me wrong, but we don't need to add too much more to this point guard glut that we already got, man.
Bring him back as a coach.
Bring him back as a coach or something, man. Forget that Jared Jack stuff. What else we got on the docket here? Do we get into this Boogie Cousins? Boogie Cousins? So the Herd, Herd just like to talk. He just like to talk trash. So Colin Cowherd was talking about kind of like the top 5 options in free agency, in terms of that could kind of shape up the competitive balance of the league. And he's saying, well, Boogie Cousins should go to the Knicks. I mean, listen, obviously we have no shot at getting him. You would have to clear heaven and earth to get him, and he would have to come here on the cheap. But what would you think about a potential Boogie Cousins KP dynamic? What would you think about that?
All right, multi-layered here. First of all, I'll just have to say this, that Anthony Davis is like a more advanced version of KP.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Davis is what we hope KP will be in the future when he puts it all together. So in my mind, I don't know why Demarcus Cousins would go to like the AD starter.
Right.
And that's not a knock on KP, because KP I feel like but it's just, to my in that way of thinking, I don't think that makes sense. Unless he's just thinking, you know what, they gave up on me, and I liked what I had with AD, and I'll try it with the Knicks since he's something similar. I guess maybe that's the thinking.
Yeah. I mean, they would be a problem. They would definitely be a problem.
Oh, that would be a problem because Boogie is a problem.
Boogie and KP would get buckets, man. They would dominate, man. That would be fantastic. But obviously salaries wise, it wouldn't work. Also, Boogie's a cancer. Let's just put it out there. I hate to use that
was the other part. He's a problem.
Yeah, literally. He's a problem. We don't need that type of locker room chaos, man. He's a problem.
Yo, Boogie in New York with New York beat writers.
Yeah, that would be must see TV for sure.
Yo,
That would be must see TV.
watch
Robert Parrish
this.
says the Achilles. Robert Parrish points to the Achilles injury. That's pretty big because you don't really know what he's gonna come back to.
Yeah, and that's another thing, man. Besides the positives, the post game live would be lit if Cousins came in because we always have something to talk about.
Yeah,
Sure, for sure. But yeah, the Achilles injury, man. That injury for injury, comparing KP's injury to Boogie's injury is a lot more concerning considering his size and weight.
right.
And Achilles injuries linger like a mug. So nobody really knows what you're gonna get from Boogie Cousins. Everybody's like hoping for the best that he can recover 100%, but
Yeah,
that's a risk.
true. That's gonna hurt his athleticism. That's gonna hurt his agility.
For real. So having that with KP together, both with the injuries, although I feel like KP has a way better chance in my eyes, of coming back 100% than Boogie. But that's a lot to risk.
Yeah. Nah. Hey, man. Well, hey, it's good to dream. But where do you think he ends up? You think he stays in New Orleans, or you think he goes somewhere else?
I mean, I think he's gonna stay in New Orleans. I mean, I haven't read much that they. I read that they're interested in him.
Yeah,
I think so.
I heard that, man.
I kind of was hoping they were interested in him, and then if Cantor opted out, we'd go after Miričić. In my mind, that's what I was thinking in my mind.
That'd be a good pickup.
That's what I was thinking, but yeah.
True.
I think they're gonna pick him up.
True indeed, man. Real quick, shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Didn't get the Twitter feed up in time, but we'll get y'all in another time. If you're watching on YouTube live, welcome to Post Game Live. This is the Knicks Fan Podcast, not the podcast, the Knicks Fan live stream with Knicks Fan TV, the Nick of Time Show. My man Nick of Time Show does the podcast. We also do the live streams. We do some podcasts as well. So it's a lot of Knicks content for the diehard Knicks fans who like Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and things of that nature. We will be on after every game, after every major event. So like I said, appreciate the support. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know when the live streams are happening. What else before we get into the draft stuff?
Yeah, man. Subscribe to the chat. Subscribe to my YouTube as well. I'm in the process of putting up all of my podcasts up on the YouTube for you guys to catch up on. Facts. And also check the SoundCloud as well. I have a SoundCloud where you can check all the podcasts. I got like 50 of them.
Facts. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the phone line today. I'll get that fixed for the next one, but technical difficulties happen on these live streams, man. We just got to take it and roll with it, but we appreciate the support. Richard Rowe, what's good? Andres Nowak, what's up? Cody, what's good? We try to get you in here, Cody, but I'm not sure what's up with the phones. Robert Parrish, thanks for the support. Nick D, what's going on? Who else is in here? Bucket Got Sense, appreciate the support. Jamila Peters, what's going on? Mr. Roberts, LV. So shout out to everybody watching, man. Let's get into the draft. So first on the draft domino, we have Mr. Trey Young.
Yeah.
So Trey Young has invited the Knicks to a workout. Surprising.
Because, covering his bases, maybe.
Maybe he's covering his bases. A lot of people don't expect him to be there, but some do though. Some do. I saw another mock draft where they had him going to the Knicks the Ringer had him going to the Knicks at 9.
Word. These predictions are wild, yo.
Wild,
the boards are all over the place, man.
Because I figured with Orlando he's a shoo-in.
Yeah, man.
I figured with Orlando he's a shoo-in because they need a point guard, but they had, I think in the Ringers mock draft, they had Trey Young going to the Knicks, but they had the Magic picking Marvin Bagley. And they had the Mavericks going for Michael Porter. I feel like the Mavericks are going to go for Michael Porter Jr. I really feel that. I really
think
feel
so?
Yeah, that's a Mark Cuban move, man. I think he wants that. He'll roll the dice on him. He's a gambling man, Cuban. Cuban's a gambling man. He'll take that risk on Michael Porter Jr. I feel that.
I feel like they've been wanting that big man for so long with Nerlens Noel being so failed. they might
Yeah.
go after a big man. But
Nerlens Noel flop, man. He was a
yeah,
flop.
nah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I figured they would try to go after another big man.
Yeah.
It's not a small forward, but especially where they have don't they have like Harrison Barnes over there or something?
They have Harrison Barnes. But hey, if you can get a Michael Porter and he's projected to be better than that, you take him. You go best player available. The Mavericks are so bad. You take a Michael Porter, Dennis Smith. You could get a good start with a nice nucleus there. But yeah, so the Ringer has Trey Young going to 9, man. I don't know. Do you think if he's there, do you think they would pull the trigger on it?
Oh, the Knicks?
Yeah.
Just don't. I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think so. I feel like, I mean, maybe they're just doing their homework, maybe. I don't think so. We have so many guards. I mean, if we do it, someone's getting traded like that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the first thing you're going to hear, if you hear Trey Young drafted, the second thing you're going to hear is
Booze.
Mudiay traded.
Second thing you're going to hear is booze from the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden. The Knicks fans are going to be tight. But, yeah, I don't know. I think they would take him.
You think so?
I think they would take him. Because I think they want Frank to eventually be the 2 guard.
I don't think so. I don't think they have that thought in their mind that he's definitely a 2 yet. I just kind of feel like they're still figuring it out. He's still 19.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you can make that decision so quickly after 82 games, and Jeff didn't hardly even play him.
Yeah.
Even when KP was out, he didn't even really play him until the last 10, 20 games. You really didn't have real opportunity to see Frank play the 1 and play through mistakes.
That's true.
He's been short leash. Like, let the guy play.
Jamila Peter says Young scares me because if he doesn't have the separation speed, he'll be another Jimmer. His size limits him on the D.
Jimmer is a very fucking good comparison, yo.
Yeah. I mean, you would think he would have shined. I don't know, man. Like, it's just very intriguing, man. I can't call it. I can't call it with this kid. I really don't know. From what I've seen in the college, led the league in points and assists. Could shoot it from anywhere. I just, how does that translate in the league? I don't know.
I don't see. I mean, I definitely see the intrigue from all the fans and all the people who see that he can not only shoot but pass the ball pretty well. But jeez, it's I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know the defensive liability, the slow foot speed. There's a lot working against him if the offense doesn't click.
That's true. That is true, man. Okay, who else we got here? Zaire Smith. Looks like Zaire Smith was at the Garden. Worked out for the Knicks. This kid's definitely intriguing. I mean, his athleticism is you definitely can't match that. His athleticism is off the charts. I think he's definitely undersized to be a 3. I think he only measured like 6'3" at the combine.
Yeah, he's not that tall. He's more of a shooting guard.
Yeah, he looks like more of a shooting guard.
He's more of a shooting guard than a small forward. So
yeah,
it's like more questions, but I guess you kind of just look at his explosiveness and his tenacity, and you think that maybe he can still guard the 3 because of his high motor and how active he is as a defender. So he's an intriguing prospect, though.
Everybody looking for that Donovan Mitchell, man. They looking for that Donovan Mitchell diamond in the rough.
Yeah,
you gotta be careful with that, man.
Here's the thing with Donovan Mitchell. I don't know. I kind of feel like Donovan had the offensive game a little bit more polished beforehand. That's the thing with Zaire. That offensive game, I don't know if it is that polished.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure where he fits. You know what I mean? I think he'll end up in the top 15 for sure, though.
To me, a Miles could be a Donovan Mitchell this season. That has a possibility to me.
Yeah, he could. He definitely could. But yeah, Zaire Smith out of Texas Tech. Let's see what Coco NYC, thanks for the subscribe. Let's see what draft.net says about Donovan Zaire Smith. Sorry, I'm talking about Donovan. Where we at? NBA draft.net. Yo, these mock drafts are so all over the place, man.
We're all over the place, man.
The Ringer one had Mikal Bridges going to Cleveland. And Trey Young, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't see Trey Young Cleveland passing on Trey Young from Mikal Bridges. I think they'd rather roll the dice.
Yeah, they need. I'm thinking the same thing, man. You got LeBron there threatening to leave again. You would think you would need somebody who can make an impact right away and not like a role player. So I would pick somebody who can make something happen if I'm the Cavs.
True that.
Which would be a Trey Young, a Colin Sexton, or whatever. Somebody who can make something happen.
So NBADraft.net has Zaire Smith going to. Let me see here. Let me pause that. Get that going. So they got him going to the Wizards at 15. Let's see what they say on him. Strengths, underrated feel for the game, high basketball IQ, versatile swingman, exceptional athleticism and bounce, excellent length for his size, 6'9" wingspan, quick decision-making ability, especially in transition, great cutter and finisher at the rim, looks for different ways to get teammates open, great awareness, good shot blocker for a wing defender, great offensive rebounder, constant threat for putbacks.
Right.
Looks like defensively could get after it.
No, that's what it is. Defensively can get after it. I feel like his 3-point percentage is also pretty good, but I think the knock on him was he doesn't shoot them in enough volume and he's a little tentative. Yeah. I'm going off the memory, right? Is that I think he's like a little tentative on the offensive end.
Right.
And he needs to get a little bit more aggressive on that end. So it seems like he's going to be like a really good, like another role player, like a really good role player. It seems like.
Let's see what his weaknesses are. As promised as he is, still a project offensively, isn't a number one scoring or playmaking option on the team. Capable shooter, but this area still needs work. Shooting form is not fluid. Reluctant to shoot threes, needs to show continued improvement on the threes. Yeah, his offensive game. He seems like he's a slashing guard, good on defense. I saw someone compare him to Gerald Henderson. Well, NBA Draft.net compares him to JR, but you can't. JR had a better shot. Has a much better shot, even when he came into the league.
Yeah, man, and that step back has always been crazy.
I saw a comparison to Gerald Henderson, which I think is a lot.
That makes it look more sense.
Makes him a little bit more sense.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I saw a comparison to Gerald Henderson in that
one. Even Lonnie Walker kind of, if you're gonna, those two are a little similar too.
Lonnie Walker, right?
Yeah. Well, Lonnie Walker doesn't have the defensive chops he has though. I would say that.
Yeah. Well, that kid's Lonnie Walker's stock seems to be rising as well.
Most definitely. Knicks went to see him on pro day. He looked like he was having a good old time slamming the ball.
Facts.
And shooting threes as usual.
Lonnie Walker, man. So we got the draft coming up June 21st. What's it gonna be, man? Has your opinion changed on the draft at number 9? Who you going?
Number 9?
Yeah.
I still like Miles.
Still like Miles.
I still like Miles. The only reason why I might pick, not only reason, like I'll say this. I love the Mikal pick as well. I would love that pick as well. Even though I feel like Miles has a chance of having a bigger upside.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that we might end up being in the lottery next season as well, when you look at the way our team is kind of constructed, and we possibly even get a higher pick next season, maybe you do pick a Mikal who can kind of blend in defensively with everybody else and look for more of a go-to scorer next season. That I am debating that in my mind.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like he's there at 9. You know, he doesn't seem like he's there at 9. It seems like the person who's there at 9 is going to be more of a role player which is not bad. I mean, like I said, he's still gonna be an upgrade over what we have. I don't see the go-to guy at 9. I don't see it, man.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see it.
I feel like Miles has a better chance of being a go-to guy, but that's not set in stone. But I feel like he has a better chance of doing that.
Yeah,
Macau, I feel like he's just gonna fit in right away. And if Frank ends up being like a penetrator this season, and he be able to kick to Macau, we'll be in good shape. Or if Trey ends up being the number one, playing the one, and he's able to break down defense, kicking Macau as well, that could still be good too. So
yeah, that's true, man. That's true. I think like we say, the knock on Miles is he gonna be big enough to play the 4? Is he gonna be fast enough to play the 3? I don't know. That's the question. I think he's a good finisher. Definitely, decent mid range game. I think like we covered that. We definitely more versatile than Macau. I think from an offensive standpoint. But I think the big question is that how is his size going to translate in the league?
yeah, he cut 20 pounds. He cut 20 pounds for the combine, so he's serious. He's heard the chatter. His agents heard the chatter saying people felt like he was a little overweight, so he cut 20 pounds, and we'll see what a difference that makes. Usually, you'll get a big speed difference cutting 20 pounds. That's for sure. And he's already really explosive already with the 20 pounds, so I can't imagine without it.
Right. Right. Well, according to draft.net, strengths obviously explosive and strong, rebounding, good floaters and spin. Brings it at intensity. We need that dog, man. He definitely brings that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
The dog is why I really like him. Like, I'll get in your face. That's like the New York Garden mentality. We get in your face, we bringing it to you. I love that.
Right.
Sure.
That's that boy Miles. Listen, man. I'm just looking forward to the draft. Who do y'all want, man? Who do y'all like at number 9 so far? List your number 9 pick in the chat below. Let us know your thoughts, man. We'll interact with the chat a little bit. Who else is in the chat right now? Cody says the second round is as important as the first. That's a fact. We need to try to get a steal in the second round. I like DiVincenzo, man. DiVincenzo, I feel like he reminds me of who's a guy on Philly? Who's that bulldog on Philly, man? Not Covington. What's the guy in Philly's name that's a real bulldog type of guard? His name is slipping me, man. What's this kid's name?
I don't remember.
What's this kid's name, Chad, on the Sixers, man? That he's a hawk. What's this kid's name? I forget his name, man. He's the one that he hurt us a couple times, man. Nick, is his name Nick? I don't remember. I don't remember his name, man.
Yeah, tell me about this guy though. What's it?
Oh, DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
Oh, DiVincenzo was from Nova. DiVincenzo's from Nova. The most valuable player of the most McConnell, TJ McConnell, CJ McConnell.
McConnell kills us.
Yeah, yo. McConnell. DiVincenzo reminds me of him, man. He reminds me of him. He's a baller though, man. He balled out in the tournament. He balled out for Nova in the championship game. He just gets after it. He just gets after it, man. I like that kid for the Garden.
I can see that.
I like him as a Garden guy. Let's see where.
You think Brunson will be the second round?
Who?
Brunson.
I don't even know if Brunson gonna get drafted. I'm not sure. You think he's gonna get drafted?
I don't
know. I'm not sure, man. Well, what's your take on young Brunson? His pops was a terrible Knick. I don't really want to go down that route again. So Draft.net has it taken Melvin Frazier out of Tulane. Where's DiVincenzo at? Okay, they got DiVincenzo going 24 to Portland. They got him going 24 to Portland. So 6'5" shooting guard. They compare him to Delonte West. Hopefully just physically, not mentally. He kind of looked like him a little bit. You know what I mean?
Let him play on the Cavs.
Yeah. Just don't put him on the Cavs.
Nah, put him on the Cavs.
Yeah, but that boy's a beast, DiVincenzo, man. He's a beast. He's going to be a good player. If he gets in the right system, he's definitely going to be a solid rotational piece. Man.
That's what's up.
Cody likes young Brunson in the second round. Richard Rose says Patrick Beverly would be a good mentor for young Frank. Yeah, I like Beverly, man. He's a bulldog.
Oh, yeah, I would love Beverly.
Beverly's your prototypical Nick. He would be a great Nick.
I was so hoping. I heard his name in trade rumors like last season. I was like, please, bring me Beverly, man.
Beverly's a bulldog, man. He's a bulldog. What else on the draft rumors? I think that's about it for this week, right?
The draft rumors, yeah,
nothing too crazy. I guess we'll hear about some more workouts probably this week as the week unfolds. You know what I'm saying?
All I heard was about a pro day.
Yeah.
And I also heard the Knicks went to check out Macau. They went to do some research on him.
They did. I think some Nova camp. Yeah, some Nova camp. They went to go check Macau. So
doing their due diligence, man.
Man.
They doing their homework. I appreciate it.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. All right, let's run down this Colangelo thing real quick, and then we'll get to the comments in the chat. This Colangelo thing is crazy, man. That's all I can really say. Like, how are you a GM, right? You're supposed to be, courting players in free agency. You're supposed to be drafting people, selling them on your team, on the virtues of your organization. And at the same time, you got allegedly 5 secret accounts where you trashing the same players that you need to be political with.
Listen, man. Listen.
I just don't get it, man.
Don't blame Colangelo if he thinks his players is trash and he got to be political. Don't blame him. All right, don't blame him. I mean,
that's like, he make Phil look like a saint. Remember when Phil had the Charlie Rosen shit going on?
If he didn't get caught, no one would be talking about it. The point of the burner account is so you can speak freely.
But why can't you just call him up? Like, yo, I thought you didn't play well against so and so. Like, why can't he, under his own account, address fans who he may be in a disagreement with?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, say the nigga time blow up, I'm 100% having a burner account.
Burner account.
I'm gonna have 3.
I mean, I don't think it's I don't think it's uncommon in sports. I think a lot of these sports teams probably have that, but it's just dumb as hell. Like, it just reminds me of the Phil shit. Phil had this dude, Charlie Rosen, drop like weekly shots at the team.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's worse than a burner account, though.
That's worse than a burner account.
Because you trying to get, because that's like, you pretty much saying it's me. You're not even
basically it's else. Me, but my man is speaking.
Yeah, my man is speaking.
Just bizarre shit. I'm trying to find the. Oh, here we go with the going at a fan talking about Joel Embiid is the player we need and deserve. This was a Christmas Day game, and the burner account replies back, sorry, I'm a Philly fan, but out trade the process. I guess they were trying to misspell purposely, but he was like, out trade the process for the unicorn in a heartbeat. Such a smarter player. Then he dragged my man KP into this. KP ain't had nothing to do with this.
Let me finish.
Crazy.
The unicorn is the best player of all time, though. I don't care what you said about the process.
Yeah, he went for the unicorn, man. That's crazy.
Whatever. Feelings get hurt sometimes.
So now they blaming the wife, though. You heard about that?
Nah, I ain't even heard about that.
Yeah, they blaming the wife now and saying that the wife was the one talking all this garbage. Now they blaming the wife.
Damn, wifey involved. Now you gotta step up.
They threw the wife under the bus, man. That's some low down shit, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. When you gotta step in. That's when you gotta step in, like on some Pusha T shit. When they start bringing the wife up.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, it's just unfathomable. But he's gonna get fired. Basically,
they gotta prove it first. They gotta prove it.
I mean, the Ringer went through great lengths to uncover this shit, man. They paired up like the location of the account to where the account is from to the person that Colangelo knew that lived in that area, like all kind of crazy shit, man. All kind of crazy shit, man. Only some Bill Simmons shit would go through those type of lengths, man. Boy,
that's funny. He actually called the phone. He was actually on the phone with Embiid. He was like, "Dog, I didn't say that."
Yeah, the process is probably like, yeah, all right. All
The
right,
process is like I gotta believe him until otherwise.
yo,
So I mean,
I'm telling you, man. But yeah, he'll be fired, and it'll be lesson learned, man. It's just, it's just like when Phil was dogging Melo and then trying to trade him. Like, what
would
are
you
you
try to trade
doing?
the process for the unicorn though?
Yeah, like, what are you doing, man? That's like me trying to sell you a Rolex. Like, yo, by the way, man, this shit is kind of fluky sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna sell it to you, man. This shit good, but yo, this shit might crap out on you in the middle of the ballet. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Oh man, him and Durant, man, Hall of
Yeah,
Fame, right?
KD got the burner account. So he's
Word.
sensitive, man.
Whose man's is that, man? Whose
Whose
man's
man's
is?
is this? Like, yo, just come out in your own joint, man, and speak it, bro.
Fact,
Just speak
fact.
it. Like, I don't know, man. You can't make this
Oh,
shit up, man. You cannot make this shit up, man.
some real housewives of NBA shit, you
Yo,
know.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. All right, so let's dig into the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat on this Saturday. Had a little issues with the phone. We'll fix that going forward next time. This is the Knicks fan podcast live. I keep saying podcast, a live stream.
Live
Thanks for
stream.
everybody for supporting. Shout out my usual CRTs. What's going on, Cody? Appreciate you. Mars Jetson, Jamila Peter's been in here. Nick D. I think this might be Nick's first
Word.
time. Daniel Watkins, Carlito. We didn't get to hear no Carlito conversations today, man.
The phones are down. The phones are down.
Phones are down. We didn't get to hear Carlito's weekly
He came late.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Trash talk.
Tim Hardaway's been training, man. He's been training.
He's training hard. He's training hard. NYG31, welcome to the group. I think you might be a new person.
Word.
Definitely subscribe to the channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button.
Definitely subscribe to the channel. My chat is mad shy right now.
Yeah, it's all good, man. We're gonna get your chat up and running.
It's all good, chat. Get comfortable.
Yeah, man, they getting comfortable. My man Yaron, he's been with us since day one. Carlito been with us. Richard Rowe, he said fire him like Roseanne Barr. Yeah, he's gonna catch that Roseanne Barr kicking the ass for being a dummy.
Get Roseanne off the planet. How about that?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Ala Y said why people hating on Trey Young. He led the nation in scoring and assists. That's obvious skill. Frank played in like 60 games, 22-minute offensively. You're not there yet. Yeah, I think. Listen, his offense, his production in college cannot be overlooked. I just don't know. You know, people just look at the size factor. Like, how will he play out? But listen, I mean, I can't compare him to Steph because Steph is really good. But not only that, Steph has built up physically over the years.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I will give Trey some credit because he did put on some muscle this year. But it all comes down to you don't know what skills are translatable in the NBA from college.
Facts.
So, like some skills are, some skills aren't. So you start to wonder, right, like the size and speed difference in the NBA. Will he still have that same effectiveness here that he did in college? I think that's the biggest thing.
Right. And, you know, people pointing to the defense, too. Will he play defense? I mean, listen, they don't play defense in the league damn near, so he'll be all right.
Nah, that one Fizdale team. No cupcakes, bro.
No cupcakes, bro.
Get out of here with that. You need to play some defense.
No cupcakes, man. No cupcakes. What else? Let's see who else in the chat. Michael Parker, what's going on? Welcome to the chat for sure. Richard Rose says, don't draft Young. Momalu Murray. Trey Young has little hands and he's 180 pounds with short arms. Damn, he trashed. He trashed.
Call him the dinosaur arms.
Facts. Bucket Got Sent said if we can get another second rounder, maybe we can. Maybe we can buy one.
Maybe. It's usually a team that has like too many second rounds that he buys something off of. Usually.
Yeah. It's certainly possible, man.
That Willie pick, we traded Willie for a second round. Is that for? I guess is that for next season and not this season?
I want to say that one of those second rounders was used for Mudiay. I want to say, don't hold me to it, but I want to say we lost one of those second rounders in the Mudiay deal, didn't we? Because I thought we had two.
Nah, we had McDermott. Wasn't it? Hold on.
Nah, we had 2 second round picks this going in. And I think we lost one in the Mudiay deal. Somebody in the chat correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we did. I feel like we did.
McDermott.
Look up Knicks transactions this year. I want to say that We had 2 second rounders and we lost one in the Mudiay deal. Yeah, Bucket got sent, so we traded one in the Mudiay deal. Yeah, man.
The Knicks, Mavericks, and I guess I pull up a 3-team trade that puts Emmanuel, Mudiay, Doug McDermott in Dallas, Devin Harris in Denver.
Facts.
The
Yeah, I
deal
saw
also
somebody
includes
just
a pick swap in 2018 second round.
say that again.
The deal also includes a pick swap in the 2018 second round.
In the second round. Okay.
Knicks get Blazers second rounder from the Nuggets. Okay. Knicks get
Yeah, I saw somebody try to call up the line. I'm gonna just drop the line for today because I don't feel like I'm not sure if it's gonna work, and I don't really want to interrupt the chat and interrupt the flow. So we'll get the phone lines back up and running for the next stream. Go ahead, JLs.
No, they said we got a second round. This is the deal also includes a pick swap in 2018 second round via Wanowski. The Knicks get the Blazers second rounder from the Nuggets.
Yeah, I don't know because one of the second rounders was supposed to be the Chicago one, right? Which is the one I think we have, which is 36.
Right, that's the 36. That's the one we got from the Melo deal, right?
The Melo deal, I believe.
I'm bugging.
Yeah, right. I don't know. But anyway, we had 2. We down to 1. Maybe we could get another one. Let's see. Philly has multiple second round picks. Maybe Golden State. I mean, even though that's probably gonna be the last pick of the draft. We can see if we can snag one of Philly's picks. Maybe give them a little cap relief. Throw them a couple million here there.
Yeah, just give him some dough. Yeah. Call Doling, enter your pockets, get a second round.
Pockets, Jimmy D. Al says, throw away all the bum point guards on the Knicks. Then look what we really got. We got a bag of garbage, and y'all trying to make it look better than it is. I said that the other day, man. I said, like, especially with the Trey Burke situation, like he's a good player, but on a good team, he's a backup. And I think we overrate these guys too much. Trey Burke, we overrate Beasley, we even overrate Kenneth to me. Because it's like they're the best or the worst. This team has been so bad. This team has been so devoid of talent that, these guys come in and shine. They look good. Billy Hernan-Gomez came in and looked good, right? When we didn't really have much options at the 5. So I do think, to his point, I do think we do overrate some of these guys. And that's why I have no problems with a guy like Beasley not coming back. I have no problems with a guy like Cannon not coming back because I don't think they're guys that we really need to try to build a championship team. I just don't think so. What do you think about that? About the lack of you think we overrating some of our guys, Jay Ellis?
I think it's just I feel like somebody like Trey, we really don't know what we have all the way yet. He's only played like 20 games last season, so
yeah.
The production he had was kind of crazy. He was shooting 50% from the field as a point guard. And when he was starting, he was averaging around 9 assists. And he was most offensively productive player on the team. So you want to really see if he's going to be able to do that for a full season, given the minutes. So he looked good. We'll see if he can pull it off for a whole season. That's what remains to be seen. Cantor, defensively, he's taking some steps up. He still needs to be improved on that end. Is it a Fizdale thing? Is it a physical limitation thing? We're gonna see, but he's kind of is what it is. I like Cantor next to KP in particular. I think that's what it really is.
Right.
I like Cantor next to KP. So by himself, I'm not sure if he doesn't have that shot blocker next to him to kind of cover his tracks. I'm not sure if he's as effective. But I feel like as far as rating our players.
Yeah, do you feel like we're overrating our players a little bit?
I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah. I think so, especially to me, Trey Burke and like Beasley and them guys. I like what they're doing for us. I like the contributions, especially Trey. I thought he was he was the one, one of the few bright spots of the season in terms of, watching him grind his way back into the league and when we finally did put him into the starting lineup, he definitely gave us a lift. But like I said, I don't think he's the future. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we know who the future point guard of this team is. We hope it's Frank, but that's not even for sure. And that's why I say that Trey Young window is definitely open, if I think from the management standpoint.
Yeah, it's all gonna be about training camp to see where he goes with that, man.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of what we have is a lot of decent pieces. We don't have elite pieces. We
Yeah,
have a
that's
lot
what.
of
Yeah, we don't have. We
pieces.
definitely
We
don't
don't
have
have
any elite pieces. Who's gonna
yeah.
be KP? Maybe I think KP's still Robin, but who's gonna be Batman? Who's gonna be Robin Jr.? Who's gonna be the third piece? Can we
That's all.
really? Is it Timmy? I don't think so. I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. And that's another thing too. It's like all these guys are young. These are the first. All these guys are young. These are their first years trying to be the man and trying to be the leader and da 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 da. I know I gave Timmy some flack last season,
Yeah.
but when you step back and if you kind of step back and look at the full picture, you're like, all right, this is his first time getting starter minutes. I kind of expected him to be erratic, to be honest with you,
Right.
because he's never played full starter minutes, even in Atlanta. So this is his first time being the man playing starter minutes at the shooting guard, at small forward, not even at a shooting guard. So next year, to me, is going to be telling for Timmy to see if he actually takes that next step of being a leader, being more offensive minded, being more just
Consistent. You
consistent.
need consistency, man.
Consistent.
Stop the bonehead chucking and the
Right.
the mental lapses and the mental checkouts. I feel like he has those mental checkouts where it's just, if his
Most
shot's
definitely.
not falling, he just gives up on everything else.
I feel like this season is the year to really start to grade Timmy more
Yeah,
harshly, not last season, to be honest with you.
I hear you. I hear you. Let's go to the chat. Cody thinks he could be the third guy. Cody Emmanuel thinks he could be the third guy. Richard says he's a sixth or seventh man. LLY says all these guys we argue about is bench players on other teams. That's a fact. We killed Tim Hardaway Jr., but he was out of position.
Yeah, he was out of position.
He was. Richard Rowe says, "What's your thoughts on Troy Williams?" I don't really have any thoughts on him. I think he is what he is. I don't really think he could be much more than a raw athletic. He gives us length, he gives us size, he gives us defense, athleticism. I think he fits. I think he has a role in the rotation.
Yeah, he gave us what we was lacking last year, which was athleticism at the small forward position.
Yeah.
We kept getting beat by athletes last season by just running, straight up running. Not even basketball plays, X and O's. He just outran us.
That's it.
So we needed something like that on our team. So
that's what it is. And you spoke on that athleticism that we were missing. A guy like a Troy Williams comes in, and
you saw it in sparks before he got injured.
Automatically gives us a lift.
Yeah, and there was a window where he was giving you a bunch of little steals and breakaway dunks, and it was really nice to see. We never really had that at the small forward position in a long ass time. To be honest,
true indeed.
Yo, shout out to Andres Norwalk. I think he follows me on my SoundCloud too, yo.
Okay.
He checks out my podcast, so
shout out to Andres. Dr. Kid, what's good? Welcome to the chat. Cody says Troy needs to fix his shot. Richard Rose says, "What do you think about Randall?" I think Randall's probably gonna be one of the more intriguing free agents this year. What's your take on Julius Randall? He finished the season 16-8, 56% field goal shooting. He had a pretty good year. Julius Randall from the Lakers played all 82 games, huh?
The one-hand bandit Randall, man. Randall is one of those guys I was thinking about when we were talking about how we got out-athleted, even though that's not a word.
Yeah.
I call it out-athleted. Because we couldn't do anything to stop that man. He just ran to one spot.
He was beasting.
Everybody knew he was going left. He went left every single time and still scored.
Yeah.
And he beasted, man. Don't let that man develop a right hand eventually. Jesus.
Randall definitely beasted, man. Best year. Yeah. This was his best season.
Definitely his best season. Usually that happens in your contract year, but I mean, if we had some cap space, he might be an interesting player to look at.
Let's see what he has. Yeah.
I'm not seeing us being able to pull away Randall from the Lakers.
Yeah, he's gonna want a lot of money.
Yeah.
He only made $4 million this year. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like the Lakers are gonna lose him this year.
Well, it depends. It depends on who they're going for. Depends on if they're going for bless. It depends on if they're going for PG, LeBron, bless.
Yeah, they want the two maxes, so I don't see them trying to. I feel like one team is going to outbid them for Randall, and they're going to lose him.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, I mean, a very cheap deal. It's going to be interesting to see where Randall goes. Maybe he ends up in Atlanta or or maybe even Phoenix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cody says no to Randall. But what if Cannon opts out? If Cannon opts out, would they consider Randall?
I mean, Cannon opts out, then you can consider a lot of people. You can consider Randall. You can consider Marichick. You can consider the dude at
A lot of people like Herzonia from the Magic.
Exactly, Merzonia on the Magic. Even though I get the feeling that Merzonia wants to stay with the Magic, though. I'm getting that feeling from what I've been reading.
Yeah.
But that opens up a lot of options. So he would definitely fill that void of needing an athletic guy at that forward position. He's not like a shot blocker though, but he might. I don't know. His defense is picked up, so you're thinking maybe he can have the foot speed to at least defend the pick and roll, even if he's not a shot blocker. So so maybe you can see what Fizz does with him.
Let's go to.
That's a nice young piece going.
Let's check out Herzonia's numbers.
Zonya's been nice, man. I feel like he was nasty after the trade deadline. He started shooting threes.
I remember the draft rumors on Herzonia. Like, yeah, the Knicks want this kid. Mario, 6'8". What did he do this year? 9 points. He shot 33% from 3-point range.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like he picked it up after the.
That's trash. All right, I'm gonna try the phone one more time, man. See what's cracking. Yo.
I feel like he picked it up after the trade deadline though. The shooting.
Yo. What's good, man? Who this? Hold on, JLs. Can you hear him or not?
Nah, I can't hear him.
All right, yo, Paul. Just give me a question or comment real quick, and then I gotta cut the line. We having some issues with the phone. Yeah. Noah.
He's saying what to do with Noah?
Yeah.
Let him expire, man. Don't stretch him.
All right, I'm gonna relay to the chat, Paul, and then we're gonna address it on the chat. Appreciate the call, man. Sorry I couldn't get the phone audio is a little messed up today. I'll get it cracking next time though. Oh, of course, man. All day, man. I appreciate you for the support. Definitely make sure you subscribe to the channels and follow us on social media for sure, man.
Facts.
All right, take it easy. All right, yeah. Once again, my fault on the phones. I'll get it twerking next time for sure. So Paul's question was: is there a way to get rid of Noah? Can we shed Noah? I don't think so. We just got to keep Noah and let that contract rot. Make him play first and foremost. He got to play. What you think, JLs?
Yeah, don't stretch him.
Yeah.
Nothing cute. The only thing you can hope for is we give him like 5-10 minutes a game. A team gets intrigued and is dumb enough to pull a trade.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we can hope for, man.
Because right now our team's intrigued by Noah, but only intrigued if they can get him for cheap.
Yo, what is he doing right now, man? My man is in the Amazon, just chilling. This is what $17 million gets you, people.
He's auditioning for Survivor. That's what he's doing.
This man, I'm telling you, he better pass that test because he coming with all this Rasta vibes and all of this and trying to lock his hair up. Yo, he better be careful, man. I don't know what type of spirituality, crash course he on right now, but make sure you can pass that physical when you get back, bro. I don't know where you are, but yeah, he need to make sure he can get back, man.
Definitely, man. You gotta hope for the best, man. Play that man 5-10 minutes a game. Build the trade value up.
Trade value.
I don't know. We gotta hope, man.
Bro, listen,
Obama,
man.
Bro, hope and change.
Listen,
change
people. Look at this guy right here, man. We are stuck with this guy for 2 more years. Look at that. That boy got exiled after Hornacek mushed him. He got exiled. Went into the Amazon somewhere in the world to go find himself. And this is just what's going on right now.
It's just
this is where we are right now with a $17 million investment.
He's going through something.
He went to go see Dr. Sebi. Richard Rose said Noah turned into Left Eye from TLC before she
That's
passed.
Fun. Yo,
Noah went to go see Dr. Sebi, man.
That's
I don't know, man. Like I said, he better be able to pass that physical when he get back, man. That's all I know, man. Back to this Herzonia. So Herzonia got picked fifth pick, fifth overall. Yeah, he got picked after KP.
Definitely.
Or was that the year after? Was he the
Nah, that
same
was
year?
the same year.
Same year, right? 2015.
Right?
Let's see. Yes, he got picked right after KP, Mario Herzonia, and I remember that day. Some of the draft rumors were like the Knicks want to pick him up, but the rumors were that he was a good 3-point shooter. But
I don't know his numbers. I want to see his numbers after the. If there's a way to see his numbers after February, because I feel like the numbers after
turned
February
up.
picked
You
up
think he turned up?
considerably. Yeah, because even me, I wasn't really interested in him.
Yeah, a lot
But
of people.
then I was like, well, maybe there's something here.
Yeah.
Like his defense kind of picked up a little bit towards the end. I think his shooting picked up. His passing picked up. A lot of things started to pick up towards the end. So I mean,
yeah, his stock definitely rose by the second half to the end of the year.
yeah. So
Let's see some of his games here.
and he killed us, yo. He
He did. Everybody kills us though.
He destroyed us. Him
December.
and somebody somebody that was on a Knicks G League, the Knicks Summer League team killers, Arnett or something. What's the dude with the hair and the headband?
Yeah, we always turn average guys into superstars, man. That's our MO. Yeah, he had a couple good games in January, February. 20-point game against Miami, 23 against Milwaukee, 24 the next night against Chicago, 21 against Charlotte, 21 and 10. Not bad.
Yeah.
He definitely came on.
He came on after that trade deadline.
Yeah. February had a couple good games too as well. 23-point game against the Nets. 19 against the Knicks. Yep. Made him look good that night. What a plus 24, plus 20 on the night.
Mm-hmm.
Made him look good at the Garden.
Earning that money.
That's always good. Yeah, that's Mario Herzonia from Spain. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. What else y'all got, man? I really wish the phone lines was working, man. I don't know what happened, but like I said, with these live streams, you gotta expect the unexpected, and we just roll with it.
Word.
Big Heart, welcome to the chat. It says R.I.P. Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, bro, R.I.P. man.
Who else in here? Allah Wise been dropping some gems in here. He's been active in the chat. Jamila Peters, remember Perry made a draft day trade with the Kings last season. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something draft night. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. You know, let's see what we can do. Carlito says, I guess Herzonia is Gallinari, Danilo, the Rooster, as they call him.
He's not as tall as Gallinari was.
Let's
or
see.
His injury prone.
6'8", yeah.
Or his injury prone. That's damn sure.
Gallinari will hit the DL.
Gallinari.
Yeah, man. Danilo the Rooster. Remember when him and Melo went at it? Remember the Melo game? When Melo, oh my God.
The Nuggets. Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah, man. Danilo went toe-to-toe with Melo that night, man. He was not scared.
And then we traded him.
Yeah, then we traded him for Melo. The sixth pick of the 2008 draft. We were ripping him, man. We were ripping that pick. Let's see who got picked in that 2008 draft. We picked him sixth.
Injuries killed him too, man.
Injuries killed. Yo, he went out with a torn butt last year. Yo, that was the first time I ever heard of that. Like, how you get injured with a torn butt cheek, man? What was he doing? I don't even want to know what he was doing. But that shit funny, man.
He wasn't squatting enough. That's for damn sure.
Facts. So we picked him sixth. The 2008 draft. This was a Derrick Rose 1 and 2 Beasley. Rose, Beasley 1 and 2. OJ Mayo 3rd. Russell Westbrook 4th. Kevin Love 5th. Danilo 6th.
Weak ass butt.
This was a weak ass draft, boy. And this was a weak draft. Eric Gordon got picked 7. Remember Joe Alexander? That boy's not even in the league.
Word.
DJ Augustine 9th. Brooke Lopez 10th. Jared Bayless 11th. Jason Thompson I don't even think he's in the league anymore. 12th. Brandon Rush I don't think he's in the league. 13. Anthony Randolph not in the league. 14. Rollo 15. Maurice Bates Is Spates? Yeah, Spates in the league still. I forgot where he went to. Hibbert not even in the league. Wait, is he? Is Hibbert gone? I don't think Hibbert got picked up, man.
That's crazy. That was the fall. Hibbert is the fall from grace that no one saw coming, man.
Yeah, and consequently, we had him looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the 2012-2013 playoffs.
Yeah. Then he went to see. Didn't he see like Didn't he see a sports therapist one year?
Yeah, I don't know, yo. Hibbert is just he lasts for like.
Didn't he see Ron Artest sports therapist one year?
Probably. That's probably where he went wrong.
He went to the wrong.
That's probably where he went wrong, man.
Oh man, Ron Artest went to coach. We got assistant. We got assistants. We looking for assistants.
This draft was terrible. JaVale McGee 18, JJ Hickson 19, Alexis Anjika 20, Ryan Anderson 21, Courtney Lee 22 to Orlando, Costa Kufos 23 to Utah, Serge Ibaka 24, Batum 25, George Hill 26, Darrell Arthur. I don't even think he's in the league anymore.
Whose man's is that?
27, Dante Green. Remember Dante Green?
Oh,
he never made it. Dante Green, 28. DJ White, 29. J.R. Giddens, 30. This draft was terrible. Chalmers, DeAndre Jordan was second round, 35th.
Sure did, Ash.
Mba Mute was 37th. Osik was 36. Those were pretty good. Chris Douglas Roberts, not in the league. Young Pat Ewan Jr., not in the league. Dragic was 45. Billy Walker, the Skywalker, was 47.
Billy! That was a guy. That was my guy.
God, this was a terrible draft, man. This was only 10 years ago, and half these guys in the first round not even in the league.
Yikes.
Terrible, man. That's why you got to manage your money, man. This is short-lived. That's a short-lived.
That was a really short-lived. That was a really dream. Like.
I mean, look at this list, man.
10 guys still playing?
Right. This is a list of 60 people.
10 to 15 still playing? That's
10
crazy.
to 15 may still be playing. You got one left who's still a star.
What is that, Westbrook?
Westbrook. You got one star, you got two all-stars.
Damn,
and that's it.
From grace. Damn,
that's it, people. 2 out of 60 is still making moves, making noise in the league. That's Serge, crazy. You could argue Serge, I guess. We'll give Serge a little credit. 3.
Yeah, you give him, yeah.
Even 3 out of 60, man.
Serge is a thug now, though, yo. You need to pat him down.
Yeah. Billy, they said Billy playing in Europe, man.
Word? I need the video on Billy playing in Europe.
Oh, man. Remember when Billy video, and KG got into it in the playoffs? Was it the playoffs? Was it the Honey Nut Cheerios game when Billy and KG got into it? No, I don't think it was that game. It was another. I think it was a random TNT game. That might have been the Honey Nut Cheerios game. And Billy Walker, it was like at the end of the game, and Billy Walker and KG like tried to choke him out.
Nah, you think you're mixing up errors.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. This was Billy Walker and KD. This is KG, sorry. Billy Walker and KG got into it, man. I'm gonna find it, man. I'm gonna definitely find it. Dragic is an all-star, yeah. So we could add Dragic to the list. We could add Dragic to the list. Ibaka, Gordon, yeah.
Eric Gordon, that was injuries.
Yeah, he was injured a lot. Let's see. Jamila Peter says, what do you guys think about Celtics and the Mo Bamba rumors? That would be a nightmare.
No, that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, that would be crazy, man. That would be some shit.
That scares the shit out of me.
And even though the draft, you always come up with rumors like that during the draft, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put nothing past Danny Ainge. Telling you that right now. I wouldn't put nothing past Danny Ainge, man.
For sure, yo.
Because
he got 27 picks to maneuver.
Yeah, the dude always got assets, man. They got assets.
Mo
Bamba, Harlem's finest.
What do you do? Who do you give away? Some picks and
they have a pick they can give away. They can trade. I'm telling you, man, don't be surprised if they get
Haywood.
What's his name? They could trade Rozier. They could trade I don't know, to get into the top 10. You're gonna have to pony up a first round pick. They're gonna have to pony up a first round pick, but if they give up one of theirs, I mean, so be it. They can make that move.
I would love Bamba on the Knicks, yo.
What do you think? I see a lot of opinions on Mo Bamba's varied, man. A lot of
really?
opinions. Yeah, a lot of people.
To me, Mo Bamba's worst case scenario, Mo Bamba is defensive all first team.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario,
yeah.
defensive first team. Worst case scenario.
Facts.
Like if your worst case scenarios, you can make the defensive team average 4 blocks a game, like 10 rebounds, without any like just straight off athleticism and motor. Worst case scenario, I'm taking that.
Hey, him and KP would be a beast on that perimeter.
What? Everybody be shooting jumpers.
Everybody be shooting jumpers.
Everybody. Plus, he has lateral quickness where you feel like he can guard the pick and roll in the NBA and switch on the smaller players if need be and cause some havoc there. And if you have a center that can do that, like can switch on the smaller players with other interchangeable pieces like a Frank.
That's what I'm saying.
That's invaluable, man. I would. Nerlens Noel, that's crazy.
What's this guy? Yo, Jaylen Brown could get put in the trade, man. Jaylen Brown could get put in the trade because Tatum is gonna be the guy, and Hayward is gonna come back. Jaylen Brown is expendable. To me, in my opinion, and here's a Boston. I think he's a beat writer. Says the same thing. I think Jaylen Brown is expendable.
No, he said no. He said he wouldn't do Jaylen Brown.
Nice. Oh, he said it should be no. That's what he said. That's my bad. He said
no.
It should be no. It should be no. I do think he's expendable though. With Tatum and Hayward coming back next year, and Tatum's going to be a superstar. I think Tatum's going to be a superstar.
Not for sure, but Jaylen Brown though, he came a long way. He's took a big jump, so you don't know what we're going to get from him next season either.
Well, the thing is that I mean. Yo, forget Boston, man. I ain't talking about no damn Boston. Listen, we was about to get into a Boston Celtics. What do they do, man? Fuck Boston,
that's what happens when you're a basketball fan, son.
When you're a basketball fan, you run into these tangents, man. We have to get back on track. This is a Knicks channel, boy. Forget Boston, man. We ain't worried about them. We trying to get right.
Only green I like is my money.
We trying to get right. P Styles says second round Moritz Wagner from Michigan from the Wolverines at the 4 to 5. What do you think? I think I saw a little bit of him in the tournament. I can't speak like I know exactly his skill sets, but he looked decent, at least at the college level. He looked pretty good. He looked pretty good. That was their big man. That was Michigan's big man, Moritz Wagner.
Yeah, I've not done my homework on Moritz Wagner. Actually, going to start to look at more of the second round picks.
Second rounders, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna start to familiarize myself with more of the second round picks. Probably starting tonight, going on to next week.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Moritz Wagner. But yeah, man. So this is the Knicks fan live stream, post game live once again.
Word. Yo, you did 2 hours, bro. You said you was only on.
I know, man. See, this is what happens when you talk about Knicks, man. Diehard Knicks fans here, man. You know, now the chat had us going. Salute to everybody that came through to the chat. P Styles, Ala Wiles, Cody, Carlito, appreciate you. Jamila, thanks. Richard Rowe, thank you. Big Heart. We had a lot of people coming in, man. We definitely had a lot of people. Once again, I'll have the phone lines up and running for the next one. Like I said, a little technical difficulties. It happens.
I guess we got to test that beforehand. How do you test the phone beforehand?
The connections were what it was. I mean, it was the same as how it's always been. But sometimes these things just happen. It's just one switch here, one switch there that I'm missing. But listen, man, it's been a good journey learning this whole process and how to put these things together. It's a lot of shit that goes into putting these things on. So
for real,
it's a lot that goes into it, man. But as you see, the production is getting there. We'll be better as time goes on. Not perfect, but you know we definitely working on it. Definitely appreciate the support, the feedback.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Jay Ellis.
I'm starting to go for me so I can get me a better camera and lighting.
Yeah, we're going to get Jay Ellis some cameras, some lighting. You know what I mean? I got my lighting, my camera set up.
It's my dark ass out here.
So, yeah, definitely appreciate you guys. If you guys have any feedback, what you like, what you don't like, definitely you could email us. You could hit us on social media. We on all social media channels. Jay Ellis, go ahead and plug the podcast and everything.
Yo, podcast is on soundcloud.com/Nickatime Show. We're trying to bring over our podcast from the SoundCloud to the YouTube, so you guys can like listen and watch the podcast on our YouTube as well. Also, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You see all of my social media out there on the screen right now. Instagram at the Nick of Time Show, Twitter, the KOT Show, Facebook. Hit me up.
Yes, sir. And yeah, man, you know where to find me. Knicks Fan TV, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm on all of it. I'm talking Knicks on all of it. So again, thanks for the support. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If y'all haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Very, very important so that you know whenever that we going live. So yeah, once again, appreciate the support. We're gonna sign off, man. Get back to a regularly scheduled program. Shout out
J.R.
to
Smith. Whose man's is that, man?
Yo, salute JR, man. Salute JR. JR Smith had a rough go.
Whose man's is that, man?
JR had a rough go, man. But
always remember, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. He is who he is, man. Damn, son. Yo, you know what? I mean, real quick in the finals, I wouldn't even blame that on JR, man. That's not on JR, bro. It was so many things that went wrong with that game. Like,
yo, I posted about it. I sent a post about it. No one really wanted to hear my serious shit when I posted all the shit that went wrong. But after I did my post about it, about all the little things that went wrong, first of all, the coaching staff should have been told everybody what the situation is.
You gotta know the situation.
Right.
But yo, George Hill looked shook as hell at the line. I already knew he was gonna miss at least one. That boy had the deer in the headlights look.
Definitely. And then I'm not sure what was happening. Did you see the clip where was LeBron pointing at? When J.R. Smith had the ball at the end, right? And you see LeBron run up to him. Was he pointing to throw the ball to George Hill?
I think he was basically saying, our basket is that way. Where the fuck are you going? Like, shoot, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's tough, man. I just want to see a good series. Obviously, Golden State is the heavy favorite. I just want to see a good series, man. But I really think that was their best shot.
JR still should have known at the end of the day.
I really think that was their best shot, man, and they blew it. They played as perfect of a game. Because against Golden State, you have no room for error.
Yeah,
man.
You know
what I'm saying? Any mistake you make, they're going to hit you over the head with a bottle with a three-pointer. That's it.
Is LeBron going to average 50? And is KD going to suck that much?
That's what I'm saying. They got away with one on the strength that KD had a bad game. Yep. And he still dropped 26 points.
Yeah. On a bad day.
On a bad day.
Don't let it be a good day.
Yeah.
Don't let the sun be in retrograde and shit and have him actually drop some buckets.
Crazy,
don't let that
man.
happen.
Crazy. But it was a good game, and you know, a lot of people's tired of seeing him in the finals 4 times in a row.
I'm tight. Chris Paul was always damn injured.
I wanted it for CP3, man.
Every year. Get him some steroids, man.
Yeah, I wanted it for CP3. CP3 deserves a ring.
Yo, CP3, call Noah. Get your PED shit up. So you won't be injured all year, man. Like every playoffs, he never makes it.
Yeah. Facts. LOY says Bees beat the Celtics by himself. You remember that? Yeah, he did. That Celtics team, he went off.
they got shook, man. That's why they needed Kyrie or Hayward. They were shook, man. Yeah. They needed somebody to close it because the Celtics had mad open shots.
That was the strapped in game.
Yeah.
That was a strapped in game. Yeah, Beasley will have his days. He definitely has some days. Richard Rose says call LeBron for some PEDs. I'm waiting for that day to happen because what he's doing is just crazy. What he's doing is just crazy. But
I might need some too. It's the summer.
Facts. But yeah, man, we digress. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the support. Check out my other videos coming up. And yeah, man, we'll be back at you. Hit that notification bell, and you'll know when the next live stream is coming up. Probably sometime next week as well. We will be doing a live stream for the draft and some draft videos and podcasts as well coming up. So, again, salute to y'all. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there.
Peace.
Peace.